everybody, Rob from HobbyKing here with another episode of Mod Tech Monday, and with my friend Mark. Mark, hello again.
Always good to see you.
Always good to see you as well. Thanks for being here. So, I recently did a live stream video for HobbyKing, and one of the suggestions that someone came up with was to do a video episode on an RC Submarine, and I was like, that's a great idea. I love that idea. So, I immediately thought of Mark because he's really handy with all kinds of, gadgets and modifying things. He does a lot of that on his models, planes, cars, whatever. And
this one's a little bit on the edge of that, but
a little bit. But
okay. Let's show them what you have in mind.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think. There's all kinds of videos people have done RC submarines with famous bricks, plastic bottles, literally just plastic bottles made together. But I was like, there's got to be a better way. People have also taken scale models of submarines and made them functional RC submarines, but
that's a sane approach.
It is, because you've got a really cool scale-looking vehicle, and so if you're going for authenticity, that's the better way to do it.
It's a less sane approach.
If you're like Mark and I, who are really just 9-year-old boys in adult men bodies, we figured there's got to be a toy out there that would be ideal for this, and so here it is. What do we got, Mark? What is this thing?
Oh, well, so this is actually a child's action figure type toy. In fact, we probably even have some of those guys kicking around that could pilot the sub. I'm pretty sure, Rob, that this is not going to be watertight.
Pretty sure it's not. No.
Especially with...
Yeah. And a big open door in the front here.
So we have a little work to do. Do I think that this can be made watertight? Absolutely. And then as far as making it functional, we certainly have plenty of space to work with. Yeah, well, we have to figure out a way to make it drive.
Right.
Then we have to control both dive planes and rudders, to give us the controls we want.
Directional. Yeah.
And then the plunger idea. I guess our thought to drive the plunger, instead of a linear servo, which tend to have short throws and are kind of expensive, this is a 10 RPM geared, just a regular 12-volt motor that in this configuration we can go forward and back by alternating how we're going to send the power. We're going to connect on with a collet and into a jack screw, similar to electronic servos. Mm-hmm. We'll be able to push and pull water in and out of the syringe, which will give us the ability to climb and dive. There's plenty of room inside. We may have to poke through this back hatch. Yeah. Actually, we might even be able to use that for our mounting for the motor to come through to give it some solid base point. This motor definitely is going to give us some ballast because it's kind of heavy, which will work in our benefit because, believe it or not, the issue when we waterproof this, we're going to do it with styrofoam. It's a closed cell inside, so that way it's going to have its buoyancy. We're going to need to compensate with extra weight. So the batteries and the motor are actually going to work in our favor, I think. The idea is to find neutral buoyancy, maybe the boat's just under water, under normal operations, and then we'll be able to to pull in water to bring us down and go up. Mm-hmm. And
there's also plans to have a camera mounted somewhere because we'll have to be able to see what the submarine sees while we're driving it. I'm not sure exactly what form that will take yet, but even just an action cam in a waterproof container could go right here in front, but that would be kind of, obviously for...
Yeah, we have things we can play with to get something in here.
Right. But it's obviously it's a good starting point, and it will certainly require some significant modifications. So it is again a true Mod Tech Monday video, and it should be fun. I think it'll be fun to do.
Somebody asked for it. We're gonna make it happen.
We're gonna make it happen, exactly. So I don't recall who inspired this. I'll give you credit later on, but thank you for that because now you've inspired money to be spent and time to be spent on doing this. And Mark fortunately has a pool in his backyard for testing purposes and for submarining. So that's also a convenient detail.
That'll help. When it's all said and done, we'll certainly be happy. I'm sure this comes out. Yeah, it does.
Oh, look at that. I didn't even know it did that.
It's a functional periscope.
Oh, that's cool.
We're not making that function.
I was going to say, so yeah, now we got to make that work. Oh, boy. So yeah, we can probably skip that. But all right, so let's dig into the details of making this happen.